I'm Patrycja Rzadkowska, and I'm a patient expert and advocate from Poland. I'm also vice chair of board of directors here in Pancreatic Cancer Europe. While my pancreatic cancer treatment, I think the biggest challenge for me was this feeling that my life is out of my control. I like to have things planned, and I have whole my life planned. Because I was diagnosed just after I graduated from my university from psychology. So I had my plans for the future, and then it one day everything just shattered. So the amount of rescheduling and changing plans was horrifying. Also, waiting and not knowing what the next day brings, that is super challenging, especially at the beginning when we don't really know what's going on and how the things will be handled. But also, and I think like the biggest challenges for me especially was the solitude, because I might have been surrounded by friends or family and healthcare professionals, but in the very end I was completely alone with everything, with all the information I got, with all the pain that it cost me, and with all the emotions that the pancreatic cancer diagnosis bring to my life. Quite interesting, because I remember being in a hospital and talking to my cousin when I was almost like a psychologist. I just had my master thesis to write and get my master degree. I remember talking to her because I was more into like forensic psychology and all this stuff. And we were talking about it, and I was like, well, I'm not going to be super surprised if later on I will just switch to psycho-oncology. And that's actually what happened. I get out of the hospital, I had my recovery time, and then when I was ready to get to go back to university again, my master degree, I switched everything to psycho-oncology because that's what I felt was right for me. And after that, I also did the postgraduate studies as a psychologist. And then I just decided that I will share my story whenever possible, because I joined some Facebook groups when the patients in Poland were just coming together and asking questions. I was like, okay, I will just join there and share some of like tips and advices and just answer some questions. And it just kind of spread wider. I was spotted by a small charity here in Poland, and then was connected to some more international organization. And I think the background of psychologist and psycho-oncologist gives me a little bit more understanding of how the emotional side of all of this may work, and what are the emotions, and how to actually try to explain what's happening to other people. It also gives me much more, but a little bit more empathy, and also having the experience of pancreatic cancer patients while talking to other patients. I think they also feel like they know what I'm talking about, because it's not only the knowledge that I have, but also the experience that I've been through that is not the same, but very similar to what they are going through. So it kind of combining together, it kind of gives me the whole range of perspective that I can bring to the cancer community.